This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want. Watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
It's another business hour this beautiful Monday morning, and we have the business stories that are making the round this hour. I am Lawrence Jr. Aguele, and we start with Delta State, where the government has issued a firm reminder to all operators in the tourism and hospitality sector to regularize their registration and settle all outstanding renewal fees for 2025 without delay. This was said in an official statement where the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Darlington Nnamdi, just stressed that the directive affects all establishments from hotels, motels, guest houses and restaurants to nightclub, tour companies, travel agencies, amusement park, and more. The ministry wants that any operator who fails to comply will face strict sanctions, including the sealing of non-compliant premises in line with state laws. Now, the government says the move aims to streamline operations, strengthen regulations, and ensure business operates within legal framework of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism. And all affected operators are urged to visit the Delta State Tourism Board immediately to complete their registration or renewal so as to avoid penalties. And in a bold move to cement its position as Nigeria's agricultural innovation capital, Lagos State is reshaping its food system and local economy. As the Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu highlighted the state's commitment to transforming agriculture at the second annual Lagos Agri-Innovation Summit. The transformation anchored on cutting-edge technology, youth empowerment, and large-scale market infrastructure is set to revolutionize how Lagos grows, process, and distribute foods through Lagos State Agricultural Food System Roadmap. That's from 2021 to 2025. Now, these initiatives are aimed at driving the state's transition from subsistence farming to a sustainable, profitable economic engine. Governor Sanwo-Olu's vision aligns with the state themes or agenda, focusing on making Lagos a 21st century economy that fosters prosperity and growth for all. And the future of agriculture in Lagos looks bright, with the state setting the pace for innovation in Nigeria's agricultural sector. And the federal government has restated its commitment to strengthening indigenous participation in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Heineke Lokobiri, has assured that local operators will continue to receive full support as part of efforts to boost national capacity and economic growth. According to Lokobiri, supporting homegrown companies remains a key priority for the government as it drives investment, job creation, and long-term sustainability within the sector. He emphasized that Nigeria-owned firms will not be left behind, noting that the government will keep providing the enabling environment, policy backing, and resources needed for them to thrive in the global energy landscape. And the reassurance comes as Nigeria continues to push for stronger local content and greater value retention across its oil and gas value chain. And in a significant step towards healthcare delivery through clean and reliable energy, JMG Limited has donated a 10-kilowatt solar power system to Agboyi Keto Primary Health Care Center in Lagos. The company reaffirmed its commitment to sustainability and social impact, noting that corporate partnerships can play a major role in expanding access to clean energy and improving quality of life across Nigerian communities. Speaking at the handover ceremony, Group General Manager of JMG Limited, Rabi Jamal, stated that reliable power is a right, not a privilege, and according to him, access to steady electricity is essential to healthcare, enabling medical professionals to carry out their duties efficiently and save lives. And with this contribution, the company is helping to strengthen healthcare delivery in Lagos and setting a strong example for social corporate responsibility across Nigeria. And in a landmark move to empower Nigeria youths, the Minister of Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, has signed a strategic partnership with the school led by Dr. Wali Ali bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiative. And signing took place in Dubai, marking a significant milestone in Nigeria's ongoing commitment to prepare its young people for active roles in the global digital economy. This partnership follows discussion held earlier in July 2025 with key UAE government officials and development partners, paving the way for strengthened collaboration in youth digital skill development. And in the energy sector, the Midstream and Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund, MDGIF, has partnered with Chinese Manufacturing Endurance Group to deploy 500 compressed natural gas refueling stations across the country over the next 3 years. And the initiative will be implemented through a government-backed special purpose vehicle called CAM Infra Co. This company will not only set up the stations, but will also provide CNG and LNG transport trucks, forming a virtual pipeline to improve nationwide distribution. MDGIF officials say the project will ease long queues at existing stations, ensure a consistent fuel supply, and support the transition to cleaner, more affordable energy. The senior special advisor to the president, Oluwatoyin Subei, highlighted that the project aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision of reducing dependence on petrol and diesel, particularly in transportation, while creating new jobs in the gas sector. Now, TVM Business Update will return after the break. Do stay tuned.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, efficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services. Anticipate, manage, deliver.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord right now, everybody.
Festival of Champions. Area. It don't happen again, no. Join the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Delta Province 20, Champions Cathedral family for the 8th edition of Festival of Champions. Team, Joyful Noise. Events go happen from Wednesday 19th to Friday 21st November 2025. Ministering Pastor J.F. Odeshola, Pastor Keke Ndukwe, Pastor Olufemi Olumide, Apostle Michael Oroko, Pastor Isaac Oyedepo, and other anointed ministers of God. Hosts Pastor Emmanuel Efe Emefienem. Ministering in songs Bob Fitz, Phil Thompson, Michael Stampley, Nathaniel Bassi, Dosin Onyeko, Chema Jesus, Mercy Chinwo, PJ Sachs, Bukola Beggs, Mr. Aaron Revelation, Moses Blaze, Lillian Neji, Pidemi Olauba, Adenka Alaishori, Prince Emmanuel, Simisola Okeleye, Abe Ojomo, Greatman Take, Gaise Baba, and the Champions Voices. On Wednesday 19th, go reach Thursday 20th November. The program will happen for Champions Cathedral Main Auditorium, 16 to 18 Airport Road. Time 4 p.m. daily. While on Friday 21st November, now the Grand Festival of Praise Service for Urubu College Open Field. Time 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Jesus Nababa.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord right now, everybody.
Festival of Champions. It is here again. The most anticipated praise event in the Christian community returns bigger, louder, and more joyful than ever. Hosted by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Delta Province 20, Champions Cathedral family. This is the 8th edition.
With the powerful theme, Joyful Noise.
From Wednesday 19th to Friday 20th 21st November 2025. Get yourself ready for 3 unforgettable days of praise, worship, and divine encounter.
Ministering Pastor J.F. Odeshola, Pastor K.K. Ndukwe, Pastor Olufemi Olumide, Apostle Michael Oroko, Pastor Isaac Oyedepo, and all the anointed ministers of God. Hosts, Pastor Emmanuel Emefenem. Music ministration by Bob Fitz, Phil Thompson, Michael Stampley, Nathaniel Bassi, Dusin Onyekon, Chioma Jesus, Mercy Chimbo, BJ Sass, Bukola Beck, Mr. M and Revelation, Moses Bliss, Lillian Neji, Bidemi Olaoba, Adenka Alashayori, Prince Emmanuel, Sumisola Okele, Abe Ojomo, Great Man Tacket, Gaise Baba, and the Champions Voices.
Venue, November 19th and 20th, Champions Cathedral Auditorium, 16 to 18 Airport Road, Efferon, at 4 p.m. daily. Friday, November 21st is the Grand Festival of Praise at Oroba College Open Field, 6 p.m. till dawn.
Don't come alone. Invite someone. Jesus is Lord.
You're welcome back. Before we continue what we have for you on the world of business this afternoon, we quickly take a look at the federal government's commitment to strengthening local production in the oil and gas sector. Now, it's a policy that they've been talking about. I recall some time back the senator representing Edo North, Adams Oshomole, actually asked that the federal government gives supports in the case of tax relief for indigenous company. So I think this is all part of the whole thing, trying to encourage local production. So this commitment made by the federal government is primarily driven by the need to increase local content and reduce capital flight, so we don't have to be sending money overseas in the case of importing petroleum products, and also to ensure host communities benefit from resource extraction. Now that has been something that a lot of host community, particularly those of us in the Niger Delta, has been clamoring over time that they should have some benefits from resource extraction. And now these there are key drivers that are already in existence to make sure this thing happens. Like you have, for the legal framework, we have the Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Content Development, that is the NOGICD Act of 2010, and the Petroleum Industry Act, that's the PIA Act of 2021. Now, these are fundamental, they are foundational to this commitment, to this drive. Now, the NOGICD, it mandates that there should be first consideration for Nigeria independent operators in the award of licenses and contracts. Then the petroleum conducive business environment for local players. Then we also have our regulatory bodies like the Nigeria Content Development and Monitoring Board and the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. That these are tasked with making sure that these local content rules are enforced, and that the local content producer also have enough capacity, or make sure that this content producer develop the capacity and stick to regulatory compliance. And firms, they have initiatives like Project 100 and the Nation Human Capital Development Programs, which have been designed to build technical expertise and create jobs for Nigeria. So all this kind of supports both the financial angle and the human capital angle. Then there is also the integration of host community. That's the petroleum, the PIA. It's mandatory in the PIA that there's a 3% host community development fund designed to foster peaceful coexistence and provide indirect socio-economic benefits so that local population and key stakeholders also partake of the benefits of having these resources in their environment, unlike before where it's just taken out and nothing is given in return. But the PIA mandates that host community gets 3%. So all this has increased our local capacity. If you're honest with yourself, you will agree with me that recently they've not been these unnecessary long queues at our petrol station, queues you see when people go to buy fuel. Now this has, because there is an increased local capacity that has over time started meeting the demands of our fuel demands in Nigeria. So that has stopped. Then there is also legal clarity, and the PIA has consolidated all the laws and has provided a more predictable regulatory environment. So it has encouraged more investment. That is when you have the likes of the Dangote refinery coming on board because of the PIA. Then there is also the divestment of international companies from shallow waters and onshore assets, creating substantial opportunities for local operators to assume leadership roles. But despite this growth and development, there are also gaps in the operations. Like, for instance, access to funds. Despite the NCI funds, a lot of indigenous firms all still struggle to access the capital because of the stringent requirement. For instance, they ask for collateral, business plans. Some of these people now have to go hire business managers and business admins to develop business plans for them. And if you understand how this business operates, we have a lot of modular refineries down in the Niger Delta that are owned and managed by people who might not be that educated towards developing this thing. Then collateral, so they ask for collateral, and so there is this limits towards scaling operations. Then there is the inadequate infrastructure and technology. Pipeline infrastructure, the refineries are not there, even though we have Dangote, which is one of the biggest in this part of the world, but they are still not there. Then there is reliance on some imports and road transportation. Like a very good example now, if you are transporting these refined products from where the Dangote refinery is in Lagos down to this side of Nigeria and Delta State, you have to go through a lot of bad road infrastructure. So these are kind of the problems we have. There's also the problem of security. We have oil thefts, vandalism, pipeline vandalism, and other security risk. Then there is, for some reason, there is poor monitoring and low compliance by some operators. For some reason, the bodies that have been set up to monitor do not go all out completely to monitor these things. So you see compliance sometimes is low. Then there is also this inconsistency in policy, frequent policy changes, and government interference in state-owned enterprises like your NNPC Limited. So it can, these things like this will create an unpredictable business environment. But the commitment is in the right place, because I believe that if we can strengthen our indigenous production, not just in the oil and gas sector, in every sector in Nigeria, if we can strengthen our indigenous production sector, then we can have an economy where capital revolves around the country. There will be less capital flight, and you have more job opportunity for people. You have more employment, leading to more people having more money in their pockets and in their bank accounts. And you see the poverty rates decline. So I hope and I believe that I am actually hoping that the federal government is serious with these their plan and policies to strengthen local content development in the petroleum industry. So we go back to business updates and complete what we have for you this afternoon. Still in the oil and gas sector, Nigerians' leading oil and gas companies have closed the first 9 months of 2025 with a combined cash balance of 1.48 trillion naira, recorded 1.48 trillion naira. Now, this is a slight improvement. Actually, it's a 0.76% rise from the 1.46 trillion recorded this same period of 2023. Cash and bank balances remain a strong indicator for financial health in the industry, showing how quickly these companies can meet obligations, pursue new investment, or weather unexpected shocks. Now, in company financial statements, the funds appear under cash and cash equivalents, representing both your physical cash and short-term liquid assets that can be converted quickly into spendable funds. Nigerian top oil and gas firms were ranked by their cash and bank balances for the period ended September 30, 2025, giving a clearer picture of which players currently hold the strongest liquidity positions in the sector. Now, this figure reflects a resilient sector continuing to build financial buffers while navigating global and domestic economic pressures. And in other stories, individuals approaching retirement have been advised to carefully plan and reassess their financial position to ensure both economic stability and psychological well-being in old age. This advice was given during the 2025 reunion of the Old Boys set of 1977 to 1982 of the Abdulaziz Atta Memorial College, Okene, held in Abuja. Presenting papers on psychological well-being, financial stability, and the implications of Nigerian emerging tax policies on retirees, Dr. Tunde Puke and Dr. Sejun Ajayi emphasized that early investment in self-development and productive ventures is crucial for a balanced and secure retirement. According to the experts, preparing early not only strengthens financial security, but also helps retirees maintain mental and emotional balance as they transition out of active service. Now, the reunion provided a platform for participants to reflect on life after service and the importance of planning ahead to avoid common pitfalls associated with retirement and old age. And Nigerian businesses continues to face pressure as insecurity and unreliable electricity supply hamper productivity, even as new data from the Central Bank of Nigeria indicates some improvements in economic activity. Now, the CBN October 2025 Business Expectations Survey and Purchasing Managers Index reports, revealed that while economic activities expanded for the 11th consecutive month, firms are still grappling with operational constraints that threaten to reverse recent macroeconomic gains. According to the survey conducted between October 6th and 10th, insecurity was identified as the top challenge by businesses, followed closely by insufficient power supply, multiple taxation, high interest rates, and financial constraints. Now, despite these challenges, business optimism rose modestly, and the business confidence index increased to 38.5 points in October from 31.5 in September, with firms projecting confidence to reach 45.6 points in November. However, analysts caution that this optimism remains fragile as significant improvements in the operating environment are yet to materialize. Capacity utilization also rose only slightly from 60.4% in September to 62% in October, highlighting that business are still struggling to fully deploy their productive potential. The survey shows the delicate balance between continuous optimism and persistent operational challenges in the Nigerian private sector. And that's all from TVM's Business Update. I'm Lawrence Junior Aguele, and you can watch us on the go on our app, which you can access on the Android Play Store and on Apple Store. You can also follow and interact with us on our social media pages. You can like, share, and subscribe to our page. Also,
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, Watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.